Welcome to Wyoming. This is the Fly Shop Tour.
Gonna come to your town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be knocking on your door.
Welcome to episode 2, everyone. As we said, we're in Wyoming. We're gonna be visiting some awesome places, some awesome shops, and doing some great fishing. So stay tuned. We're gonna be crushing it here, throwing another event, and I think Preston's gonna give over the wheel here since he's been driving all of Colorado.
Yeah, as you've guys seen, I've been driving this thing all over Colorado throughout the first episode. I'm getting ready to pass the keys off to Joseph for the first time. I know he's gonna crush it, and yeah, stay tuned. We're about to have a good time.
It's so hot. It's not a happy drone.
Did we almost lose the drone?
Yeah, I caught it right before it crash landed. Sprinting down the side of the highway.
Oh my door. Thank you, sir. What a catch.
Right? This morning we're at Two Rivers Fishing Company. We're gonna be meeting up with some of my old friends, meeting some new people. Let's go check it out.
The fly fishing industry it's a small world for sure. Like, we're all fishy dudes, so we travel, we go to different places, meet people, just fun people to hang out with.
Oh yeah. Dude, the old van is sweet. I'm loving it.
Eli here, a couple summers ago, said, I'm gonna go to Wyoming. I'll be back. I got my property here in Georgia. And here we are, 2 years later.
Hadn't been back other than to visit. This is the Wall of Fame and the Wall of Shame board for the shop, and we just put it in this year for a little bit of camaraderie in the shop. We need to get some more decor up there for sure.
This is from us and Turtlebox to the shop.
Oh, heck yeah. This is going everywhere. This is going in the shop for guide barbecues. Going in the boat. It's gonna play some soft tunes, morning duck blind. What can't you do with this?
Tell me who you are.
I'm Josh Hatton, and owner of Two Rivers Fishing Company and the Great Outdoor Shop in Pinedale, Wyoming. Been in Pinedale for about 18 years. Grew up in rural Nebraska, hunting, fishing, needed to find some mountains. So my wife and I moved out west, came to Pinedale, and stepped in with the outdoor shop, managed that establishment, and they really mentored us for taking over that shop. So we saw that grow and develop and saw fishing really expand. At that time, Two Rivers Emporium heavily focused on the guide side of things. There were guides that were operating for both shops. It kind of made sense to bring it under one roof, unify the guide team, a strong focus to both guiding and retail. We remodeled this location, really gave everything a neat new look and strong focus, and kind of brings us to today.
My name's Eli Crumley. I guide for Two Rivers Fishing Company in Pinedale, Wyoming. Coming to the end of my third season out here. I originally started guiding back in Georgia in the North Carolina mountains. Originally from Cleveland, Georgia, and that's a place I call home, but this is home for now. Got it?
Yep. First day fishing in Wyoming. Good little reunion with an old friend here that pretty much taught me everything I know as far as when it came to guiding. Used to get off doing farm work for half a day and then bust my ass all the way down to the river to try to follow this guy around. So when he came out here, we've been talking about it for a long time and finally getting to fish together. I was trying to wait on it. Oh! That's a fish. Such a subtle take. Make it work for it. Oh, there it is. That's what we came here for.
I think we've really given fly fishing a solid home in Pinedale. Equal parts visitors center and retail store. We get to interact with everybody. I think of our role as it pertains to conservation is one of constant conservation. So we're thinking about our impact on the fishery, the boats that depart from the shop, the fishing that we do on the water. It allows us to spread ourselves out, minimize impact, be in contact even with other outfitters in the area, to really take care of the fishery, paying attention to water temperatures, flows. In Wyoming, there's not a very heavy-handed approach to conservation, so it really comes down to us to preserve our fisheries and our waterways.
We had a great day fishing today, caught a bunch of fish. Eli missed a couple, but it was a good time. We've been trying to do this for a long time, so glad I could make it up here.
Yeah, Joseph, thanks. Flylords, thank you. Appreciate everybody coming up, and we really appreciate it. Thank you for me and all of Two Rivers Fishing Company.
Off to Jackson. You wake up in Jackson and you're sitting like right in the Tetons. We get to the van and we're like, there's some oil on the ground. Check the oil in the van and it is very low. We had a whole party ready to go for that fishing day, which was super fun. We had Mike Dawkins from Worldcast Anglers. We had Beverly Smith from Trout Unlimited, who we'd done a ton of work with, and Maggie Human, who's Trout Unlimited's like bug expert, just the bomb. So we had a whole crew. We had full 6 people, super stoked, ready to go. We ended up finding some oil, topping off the oil, end up meeting up with Mike and Beverly and Maggie, head to the ramp. I probably have not had a better day of dry fly fishing ever.
I'm Mike Dawkins from Worldcast Anglers here in the greater Jacksonville area. I was originally from Nashville, Tennessee, so don't shoot the messenger or kill me, but I am just like any other transplant person that moved to the greater Jacksonville or the West, wherever it may be, Colorado, Montana. It's because I loved fishing and hunting.
So I'm Beverly Smith. I work for Trout Unlimited as the Vice President for Volunteer Operations with Maggie. And so what we do is we help our chapters, we've got 400 of them across the country, we help them be as effective as they can be in achieving our conservation mission and building community around it. I've been fly fishing for forever, so it's sort of one of those things where I'm like, did I ever fall in love with it, or was it always just there and present in my life, right? But the absence of it would be something that would be totally like anathema to like my existence. Like it's just really critical in how I live out here.
I'm Maggie Human. I'm the manager of volunteer operations for Trout Unlimited. I live in Driggs, Idaho. Kind of like Beverly, I didn't really grow up like where I had this moment where I fell in love with fishing. I've always fished my entire life. And I remember being about 8 years old and my dad telling me, if you love bugs as much as you do, because I always loved bugs as a little kid, and you love fishing as much as you do, you should really try fly fishing. And being from Alabama, that was kind of an anomaly down there. So drove out west one summer, bought my first fly rod, and proverbially became hooked and have loved it ever since. Absolutely adore it, and oftentimes you can find me catching bugs more than catching fish.
Just wait till you round the corner.
Come on.
Eat it. I see you. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Please commit. Oh my God. Look at the thing. Eat it. Eat it. We're too close to the boat now. Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh my God. It ate like right off the oar. Oh, that was so cool. Oh, that's a proper fish too. Oh, awesome.
He followed it all the way from the bank, all the way to the boat oar, and then decided to eat it.
right there off that blue call.
Oh, you called it. Wow.
Oh, that felt really, that's a good fish.
Good one? Better one?
Better one.
It's a black belt move.
There we go.
Got him.
Yeah! Happy fish.
Sick. Calling your shots, bro.
It is.
Jeez.
Oh, what?
Whoa! What? What? How do I not get a fish there? Oh, wait, there's one.
There it is.
Cuddy Palooza.
See you later.
We were at the takeout here, had a great day with Mike, Beverly, and Maggie. What's really important is shuttles when you're floating. And when you need a shuttle, you need to leave the key for the shuttle driver. Well, Preston was the last one to be in the driver's seat. So we're gonna be running our own shuttle, which is great. Preston and Mike had to end up getting the van. I sat there with Alex and Beverly and Maggie, and we talked about life in Jackson for a while, and ended up being nice.
Well, we'll see how she gets out at first. So hopefully the sage van doesn't end up in the water, but we will see.
Preston's a master on that thing. Absolute master. Take the plugs out. How's it going, everyone? We made it here to Worldcast Anglers. Let's go check the shop out.
Joseph? This location opened in the spring of '08. This building originally used to be in another location.
The building itself?
Yeah, in Teton Springs. And so we jacked it up and picked it up and rolled it down the road, and then we plopped it down here.
Wow.
And we just added and did everything, and so here we are today. Right? Yeah. It's got some stories to tell.
My first job in the fly fishing industry was a fishing manager at the Orvis Company store in Jackson, Wyoming. I was a greenhorn in Western fishing besides like some random fishing trips with my dad or with friends or things like that, but I had never really fully immersed myself in it. You know, that was a week or two or maybe 3. And this was, you know, winter, spring, summer, and fall. At that time in the fly fishing industry, it was a very conversation-based industry. We didn't have social media then. Email was still sort of, you know, new. And so a lot of it was very hands-on. It was seeing what guides were picking out in the morning, asking if guides had some days off where I could join them, or bouncing ideas and questions from local anglers in our area. Fly fishing is a melting pot of people, from the upper echelon of the affluent or people that have, you know, more money than they know what to do with, to the other end of people, you know, sleeping in their trucks in the parking lot. A huge core focus of us at Worldcast Anglers, especially in our fly shop, and it's something that we drill into our summer staff and our fly shop kids that come and they work here, is everyone's treated the same. If you walk through the door and you're paying with a black Amex, or you're paying with quarters from, you know, your ashtray from sleeping in the parking lot, you get the same information and same service and same bug selections that go across the board. I couldn't be more excited for the future of where it's going with customer service, attitude, enthusiasm, motivation. We've got rising demographics and kids, females, like fly fishing is booming. We've got great equipment at a bunch of different price points that everybody can get in, and I feel like it's our job to share that.
There you go. Dead drifters. Worldcast Anglers.
So the one cool thing about traveling out of an old van like this is that along the way you get to figure out all these little things we like to call characteristics,
And one of these characteristics of this particular van is a nice little oil leak. Nothing alarming, but you know, we also don't want to catch the van on fire, so we're just going to constantly be checking and topping it off throughout the road trip, so fingers crossed. Kind of a confusing dipstick, but you know, we're looking pretty good.
You looking good?
No engine fires today. So
Do we need to add more?
no, we're going to be okay for the day. Hopefully the rest of the day. We'll see.
But we got our backup oil.
Right.
5W30 is her name.
It's corn.
It's corn! I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. We went from paying like $3 in southern Wyoming to it's $4.64 here. Welcome to a mountain town. That's how it is. It's okay.
You stoked for the event tonight?
It's going to be an awesome night. We got a lot of people that have been coming up to us, excited about the event, so let's go raise a bunch of money. So we just made it here to Roadhouse Brewing, the tap room, not their other location. And we're just getting set up here, getting ready to party. The local community really showed out. I mean, we probably had around over 200 people at that event, and it blew us away. It was another night where it was a little cold, it was windy, a little bit wet, drizzled here and there, and the rain held off until the end of the event. And I mean, it blew us away. Thank you so much to Max and Roadhouse for hosting this event. From raffle tickets, we raised $1,481. That's all going to support cold water conservation around here locally, so be excited for that. The fishing's gonna get better, just treat that water well. Super thankful as well for the people that made this tour possible for us, for Yeti, for Costa, for Sims, Sage, Adipose Boatworks, and Turtlebox Audio. A lot of those prizes are coming from those guys, so big thank you to them for making this possible. First raffle ticket. Yeah. Thank you so much everyone for coming out. Go get some more beer. It's all going to Trout Unlimited. We're still raising money that way. But yeah, thank you so much for coming out. Wow, last night was amazing. Chaotic ending with the cleanup, with the rain coming in, as you can see, but an amazing way to end Wyoming. We raised over $1,400 for Trout Unlimited. If you're liking this series, make sure to drop a comment below of where you'd like to see us go next. But for now on the Fly Shop Tour, we're off to Montana.